Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn how to access a HTML element into our JavaScript by using getElementsByName of a document object using Web API. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here in our previous video, we have observed about getElementsByTagName. That means you are accessing the elements by using the tag name. But in that case, for example, you have h1 and h1 and h1. But if I want to access first h1 and the paragraph, so I cannot use this get elements by tag name. Instead we have to go with another approach. One of the approach is I can use a property called as name, where you can pass sample name, and let me copy this name and paste with the paragraph. So in this case it will not bother on the HTML content or the element, it will target for this name. So for that sake, document object gave us one of the method called as get elements by name, and we can pass the name. Let me pass the name as sample and let me save this. You can see here it is also plural, so you will be getting the list of elements inside an array. So now in this case we have a sample and a sample as a paragraph and h1, and let me go back, clear it off, reload. So if you see here we got one h1 and a paragraph. For example, if you want to access the same type of name, let me pass here, so you can access this div also. So clear it off and reload. If you reload, we got three elements. One is h1, paragraph and div. Most of the people get confused why to use a name when we can use the name. So I'll give a example for that. Let me clear it off and let me remove this, and let me remove this id. Now for example, if you want to create a input field with a type as radio button and use name is equal to mail, and I want to use mail, let me break this statement or just append this with input, whereas type again a radio button, and this time the name is female, and let me use a female. Save this. What is a radio button? We have to select any one of the option. So let me go back, clear it off and reload. If you see here we got male and female, let me click on this male. So you got male and female. It is not acting as a radio button. These are not related to one group. They are acting like a checkbox. That means you can have multiple options to select. But in this case, we have to select either a male or a female. In that case, you cannot use the name as different. They have to group together by using a name, something like gender. Any name you can give, but these two radio buttons, if you want to group together, then you have to use a name. So let me go back, clear it off and reload. In this case it will work like a radio button. You can select either of the one. So in such type of scenarios, we have to use get elements by name. For example, if I want to access that radio group, I can use gender, save this and clear it off, reload. If you click on male, you can use male, and if you click on female, you can use female. So that is how you can access. Let me reload. If you see here, you get the two groups. One input is related to the male. For understanding, what we can do, just go into this 0 and you can search for the name. So already we gave the name for this, so it will be in an alphabet manner. So name is gender, and again you can go to the first one and you can just check for the property called as name. The name will be same like gender. So by this we can say that if you want to access some radio buttons in such scenarios, you can go with get elements by name. Why? Because the name indicates grouping of these radio buttons together. This is one of the scenario which we usually go with the real time, where we are using get elements by name. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.